And now to the Delphi murders trial. The case aimed at finding out what happened in the woods of Carroll County back in February of 2017. How did those two teen girls end up dead? Now the man charged with killing Abby Williams and Libby German is on trial. And the jurors are finding out what happened in prison after Richard Allen was arrested. Our Samantha Johnson is in Delphi tonight and breaks down some disturbing video played in court today and conflicting testimony the jurors now have to analyze.
We heard crucial testimony for the defense inside the Carroll County Courthouse on Monday. We heard more about Richard Allen's mental state while he's been in prison, as well as first-hand accounts from his family here in Delphi. First to take the stand Monday, a neuropsychologist, Dr. Westcott, who says she met with Allen in prison to do a series of psychological exams. And after reviewing those exams, prison videos, phone calls, and medical reports, she determined Allen suffered from major depressive disorder and psychosis when he confessed to killing the girls. She also determined he wasn't faking or exaggerating his mental health, and that contradicts the most damaging evidence against Allen so far, his recorded phone call confessions to killing Abby Williams and Libby German in February of 2017. On Monday, videos played just for the jury of Allen inside his prison cell, eating his own feces and banging his head against the wall. The defense trying to prove Allen's mental health was deteriorating and driving him to make those false confessions. The state claiming the videos were used to get sympathy from the jury. Afternoon testimony started with two of Richard Allen's relatives, his sister in the orange and his daughter in the gray. This comes after Allen allegedly admitted to sexually assaulting family members. So the defense asked both his sister and daughter directly, "Did Richard Allen ever molest you?" To which they both responded, "No." Our final witness of the day on Monday was a man who lives right next to the crime scene. His name is Brad Weber. Allen's attorneys got him to admit in court that he basically told two different stories to police in the days following the girls' murders about whether or not he drove straight home after work on February 13th, 2017. That's important because if he did, that would put his white van at his house near the Monon High Bridge around the time the girls went missing. And that would match one of Allen's confessions from prison that a van scared him at the crime scene that day. So testimony wrapped up around 3:30 Monday afternoon. We will be back inside the courtroom on Tuesday, even though it's election day. That's because the judge in this case is adamant that things will wrap up on time. I'll be there. I'll have live updates for you throughout the day at WTHR.com. In Delphi, Samantha Johnson, 13 News.
So throughout the last few days, we've really gotten to know more details about the defense's arguments in this big case, especially when it comes to Richard Allen's alleged confessions in prison. Tonight, our Lauren Kostick joins us with insight from our legal analyst and this conflicting testimony the jury tonight is now weighing. Lauren?
Well, Scott, very soon that jury will be instructed to deliberate and come up with a verdict, and the defense gave them a lot to think about today. As Samantha pointed out, perhaps the most important witness to take the stand for the defense today was Dr. Westcott. Her testimony undercutting statements from the state and its witnesses regarding Allen's mental state in those alleged confessions while in prison. And it will be the jury's responsibility to decide what to believe or not to believe.
This is a scenario where they have to put that to the test because they now have completely conflicting testimony, and they're going to have to judge the credibility of the state's expert on these particular facts versus the defense's expert. So this is a big point in this trial.
So a tough job for this jury, but as Katie Jackson-Lindsay says, these jurors have gotten a lot of instruction about how to handle this job. And she says that's evident based on the number of questions they've been asking throughout this big trial.